Okay, good morning. So, this is the front of property. That's the van, by the way. So in the front here we have, that's a big screw pine and ohia next to it. Last time we were here we put a bunch of glyphosate, that's Roundup, on this apron. So it all die off, and it looks like it's doing pretty good. Looks like the good ferns are kind of surviving it, which is good. We want to keep those. That fern, this stuff here, this is uluhe. This is what we're kind of weed whacking back. It's real tangly. It's all these vines that are really tough. But the weed whacker gets through them pretty good. This is an umbrella tree, which is a junk tree, but it doesn't fall down, so we're happy with it. Probably going to keep it for a while until we get rid of it. Nice palm on the corner. That's the spot where we had the border staked. The guys, surveyor guys. And that's Haoli doing her prayer. And this whole area was not cleared the last time we came, and that's so this is what we all did, or what we did last time. Just to go through this, and you can see there's a lot of big bouldery rocks in here. I'm thinking about trying to clear this out, but it's tough. This bush with the purple flowers, which are pretty, but it's probably non-indigenous, and it's really tough on the weed whacker. The weed whacker doesn't cut it. It just like gums up onto the weed whacker strings. So we've been trying to take those out. This is what we found last time, which is a big lava cave right there. So that's a bubble in the lava when it was constructed, and then it all just collapsed. So we're thinking at this point that we're going to have to have this whole area flattened off. So I'll have to come in here with a chainsaw and cut down all these ohia trees, which I don't want to do, but that's going to do it. So this this tree here, you can see the bark is kind of like a madrone. That's a guava, and they're kind of a mess, but they're innocuous. They don't fall over or anything. More ohia, more uluhe fern. So we're probably going to try to whack back this all the way back to those guava back in there, which is going to be tough, but we'll see. There's a lot of fire ants in there. And we sprayed for fire ants last time we were here, but I don't think it took. I had her put a few chopsticks down with peanut butter on them to see where they're growing. And I found a chopstick last night, but I can't find it now. I don't know what happened to it. You can see, I mean, just huge cracks. You gotta be real careful where you walk. Where you work. Huh, can't believe I can't find a chopstick. Sorry if I'm panning very quickly, and it's hard to do, but I'm trying to do this in a hurry because we got to go to the post office today at 12:30. Try and get a post office box in this town. More uluhe ferns, more lava rock. It's all lava. Just inches underneath all of this crunchy, dead, whack back uluhe is lava. So this is where we worked last time, and the fire ants were just too much. so we baled it in. But so all of this, basically from that mason jar all the way to the Aloha fernway over there, all of that, that's what we did last time we were here. Whacked back all of this Aloha. More ohia here. This is where we're kind of thinking we'll put the house, in this spot here. So let's go into the back of the property and kind of see. Went over all of this with glyphosate last time too and killed off a lot of the stuff, but it just goes, you know, incredibly fast. Hard to say what that is. I think it's orchid. Like these other small ones, these were all green last time, and we put glyphosate all over them, but it almost looks like they kept growing. So it's going to be tough to maintain. This little valley here is actually filled with a bunch of Aloha cuttings. The one time when we were here and I was working real hard, I did this whole hillside, which is probably another lava bubble that hasn't collapsed. I just kind of whacked the tops off and left it. I didn't try to clear it back. This little pole is not on our property. So unfortunately, I think this big huge ohia with the string on it is not on the property either. This is a mango tree, which is not in really good shape. You can see, I don't know if you can see the green and light green spots. That's indicative of some kind of fungus, I think. More palms. There's little palms everywhere. This is the big huge albizia tree, which albizia are a problem because they get to be really big. They have this really shallow, poorly supported root system, and it has been killed. It looks like there's an ohia that's fallen into it. That might be new from last time. But we put some special kind of poison that kills the albizia in there. And so the problem with them is they get really big, the wind pushes them over, they just snap and they fall and everything. So now, since it's dead, and you can see there's a bunch of other dead ones back in there too. There's some live ones back behind there, which are too far off the property for me to mess with. But this is another sort of medium-sized one. This one here. But now that they're dead, they'll just fall naturally, or sometime we'll cut them down. But I'm basically right on the property line now. Going back into the property, this is another little lava cave with what looks like a banyan tree. I think that's a banyan tree there. Certainly elements of a banyan. So we're going to try to keep most of this in the back third of the property if we can. I don't know. It's so difficult to say what you can and cannot do, especially when you got septic and water catchment that you have to put in as well. This was like a screw pine that got killed and cut back. This is some other these broadleaf plants or trees. I don't know what that is, but there's a couple of them scattered here and there. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and start another video.